There he is. Oh no, there's no pallet save here, my girl. Stare down. Oh shit. Oh, I thought she DC'd. Nope. Next. 1 down, 3 to go. Oh, that's so lucky. If she would have put that pallet down, stunned me, she'd still be alive. You would still have your life, but nope. Can I do this back to back without save the best for last? Sure can. Alright, Leon. Just chill there for a minute. I'll be back. Here we go, number 3. Trying to spin. Not gonna work though. Now I just need to find Leon before his ass bleeds out. Got him. Almost there, Mori. Fuck yeah.
Morning, dickhead.
Hello, moron.
Welcome back to the DBD Trophy Guide. I'm nickelATnite, and this is episode 9. Sadako?
Sadako.
Sadako?
Sadako.
Sadako?
Sadako.
And Yoshi. Yoichi? Yoichi. We already got 62 trophies, so in case you missed them, check out the past videos so you can earn them too. Link in the description below. And while you're at it, might as well hit that sub button. Today I have 6 more trophies to add. Ghost of the Machine, Viral Video, Adept Onryo, Adept Yoichi, and Fleet of Foot. Isn't there one more? Sadako, you're missing one. Heal someone that comes to me. What the fuck does that mean? They just come to me? Come here, Katie. Come here, girl. Good girl. Good thing she couldn't hear me, because there's no fucking way she'd let me heal her now. Oh, shit. And it didn't even fucking count. So it's not heal someone that comes to you. Oh. You mean heal someone who is injured further than 16 meters from you, 16 meters from where you were when they were injured. This one's a bitch to get, so I highly recommend Survive with Friends. Bond, empathetic connection, and For the People are good to help get this done quicker. Just run to the middle. Keep going this way. Go to your left. Yep, right there. Perfect. Stop. Got it. You're the man, Frenzy. Three minutes. Alright, let's get into the basics of Sadako. Movement speed is 4.6, so let's base. Tear radius of 24, which is lower than base being 32, and she's pretty fucking short. Her power is called Deluge of Fear. She starts the match demanifested, and while demanifested, she is undetectable and invisible further than 24 meters away. But she's very loud. And she flickers when closer than 24 meters. Kind of like the Freddy flicker. Well, exactly like the Freddy flicker. Except she might be moving side to side more. And she can't attack if she's demanifested. Once manifested, she will remain flickering for 2 seconds. before becoming fully visible. And in those 2 seconds, she can still attack. So use this flickering to mind game survivors. She can also teleport, called projection. She goes through a TV, and once through the TV, you automatically become manifested and get a speed boost, so you can attack right out of a TV. And survivors within 16 meters gain 1 bar of condemned, which is a third part of Rapari, condemned and fucking Moriing people. Pretty great, huh? Moriing someone before you even hook them. So of course I had to test this. I had to see how quickly I could Mori someone. And this poor old Meg was the fucking guinea pig. I'm so sorry, Meg. I did feel bad afterwards, though. If that makes any difference. She starts the match demanifested, as I said earlier, and it takes 30 seconds before she can start projecting. Once you project through a television, it takes 1:40 for it to turn back on. But if a survivor turns it off by taking a tape, it only takes 1 minute. You need 7 bars of condemned before you can Mori someone. You gain 1 bar by getting a tape, and every 25 seconds while holding a tape, you also gain a bar of condemned. Once you hit that 7, Killer Instinct goes off, and your ass is dead. Alright, let's get into more detail on how to play Sadako. When learning a new killer, I always recommend not using any add-ons. That way you get a real feel for the timing and everything. First of all, she is the queen of hit and run, but queens can fuck her. You want to know when to commit to a chase, be unpredictable. The goal is to wear them down over time, so be patient and don't get frustrated. Save the best for last is a staple for her. I think it is the best perk on her. Highly recommend it. But we'll get more into perks later and add-ons. First, manifesting and demanifesting. You really only want to manifest if you're about to get a hit, which means you want to remain demanifested most of the game, which will make you undetectable. But I can't say it enough how loud she is. They can still hear you, so that's why I like perks to and the add-ons to make the survivors oblivious. That way you can play manifested. Again, more on that later. Most of the time, as soon as you get a hit, you want to demanifest. That way, you can do so many different things from there. You can project close to them, project far then come back. There's just so many things. TV/projecting. You want to project early and often, dependent upon the add-ons. This can help you locate the survivors by getting the first bar condemned. And also, when they take a tape, you'll know which TV is gone, so you can locate them that way as well. If someone takes a tape near a gen, assume it's almost done. Types of projecting, you can do the close right by them, add some extra condemned. You can do the there and back, cross the map and come right back. During a chase, after hooking, so they don't know where you are. And you can also be done blinded. Also, the more you project, the less TVs there are, which means the less tapes there are for the survivors to take. You want to keep them suffocating, keep them guessing, hit them from all sorts of different angles. But don't forget to kick those gens while you're demanifested / undetectable so you can get the trophy Glitch in the Machine. Inexorable Stare, Moris. When Killer Instincts goes off, determine which direction they're going, drop everything, and go find them. 3v1 is almost a guaranteed win if you achieved it early enough. It's hard to pip if you do this though, because you can kill someone without hooking them, and you need to hook everybody, plus 9 hooks to pip. But anyway, most likely when you see which way they're going, they'll be heading for a TV. So you want to see which way they're going and project to that TV, and hopefully you can cut them off or get to them as they're putting the tape in. If all else fails, just try and get lucky and just try to project to every available TV, and hopefully you'll see them. And when they put the tape in, they'll lose 3 bars of condemned, so remember they'll have 4 left, so they're still more than halfway to be Moriable. Early game, make sure you're teleporting ASAP, apply that condemned, cause injuries, great, especially if you have saved the best for last, nurses, or sloppy. You want to also establish that you're a hit and runner, so when you do commit, it'll be a surprise to them. Mid game, you want to catch them slipping, with like nurses, tinkerer, along those lines. Keep them injured, keep adding the condemned, and you always want to have a couple TVs on at a time so you can see if they take the tape or not. And then late game, they should be so confused they have no idea what you're doing. Kick them while they're down. By the end of the match, you should have them scurrying like the rats on the game. Disclaimer, killing someone before you've even hooked them is an asshole move. You've been warned.
Call me an asshole. One more time. Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Corrupt,
I'm gonna watch your.
Heard it. I fucking
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah, from above. Below me. You're gonna watch what? I've been experimenting with every add-on in a variety of combos with other add-ons and perks, and I'm confident that I've come up with some very strong builds anyone can have success with. But first, I want to rate every add-on on its own. After that, I'm going to rate it along with different add-ons I feel it's best synergized with. Most of our add-ons are shit on their own, but isn't that why we have 2 add-on slots? First, we have the Eerie videotape. Hitting someone within 8 seconds of manifesting turns on the last 4 TVs you projected through. You'll hear a distinct notification. On the right map, like the game, this allows you to add much more bars of condemned and can really help. It also triggers when you come straight out of a TV. For an Eerie, it's not very good though. I'm gonna give it a C, and that's being very generous. Next is the remote control. After projecting, reveal the auras of any survivor carrying a tape within 16 meters of any TV. It doesn't have to be on. This is fucking terrible by its own, especially for an Eerie. Fucking terrible. Most of the time, you won't even be able to add enough condemn for them to even need to take a tape. So it's often fucking useless. I'll give it an E. Distorted photo. This is probably the worst add-on in the fucking game. Manifesting within 16 meters of a survivor looking at you makes them scream. That's it. This is what it looks like. They scream. The only case I could ever see this working is if you have like fucking dead names and you want them to get off the gen, because this makes them stop what they're doing. Or you want to stop them from putting a tape in the TV. It's really the only reason. It's fucking terrible. It's an F. Next is tape editing deck. Everyone starts with the tape, and their TV is the furthest one away from them. Also, fucking shit. Survivors will get their tape in the TV within the first 20 seconds of every match almost every time, making it yet again fucking useless. It's another F. Telephone. Manifesting within 7 meters of survivors hinders them for 3 seconds. I mean, if you're getting that close to someone anyway, then you're gonna get a hit, so you don't even need this add-on. It's terrible. It's a D. VCR. All TVs play the projecting effect while projecting. It's just the sound effect. It's not her actually coming out of the TV, so it's not as strong as it should be or could be. This one can only be effective if the TV is out of sight and they don't see that you're coming through. Anyway, they will see you coming through, so you don't get much value out of it. It's a C. Bloody fingernails. Increase the projection bonus speed duration for 50%. So when you come out of a TV, you move faster. And then this makes you move that speed for a little bit longer, 50% longer. The projecting is loud, so survivors won't be close enough for a TV for this one to really make a difference. All it does is make up a little ground, so it's really not even worth it. I've yet to get real true value out of this, so I'm giving this one a D. Mother's comb. TVs that are off are yellow. I don't like this one at all. It's meant to help with detection, but I find it hinders my vision much more than it helps. It's much easier to see that the TV is gone, that the white TV is now gone, instead of having every single TV either yellow or white. And it's a rare. This is a D. Rickety pinwheel. Survivors within 8 meters of a powered TV are oblivious, and this lingers for 7 seconds. This is my kind of add-on, debuffs. On the right map, like Midwich, and with other add-ons, the survivors can be oblivious the entire game. But on its own, it doesn't get as much value as it should, because on some maps are too big for it to have much of a meaningful impact. It can still help, but not as much as it should, and survivors can just take the tape. Since it's very map dependent, and I'm ranking them solo, I'm giving this an underwhelming C. I want to give it a B, but yeah, we'll give it a B. It's a B. It's pretty good. Ring drawing. This is my favorite add-on of hers. Condemned spreads after healing someone. So looking in a bar if you have some condemned as well. The extra bar of condemned really adds up, and oftentimes it's the difference between getting a Mori and not getting a Mori. You could also slug and force someone to pick them up for an easy bar. My favorite was still only a B because of boons, medkits, and survivors just not healing each other. Well water increases the duration of undetectable by 2 seconds when manifesting. Sadako is loud, so even if you manifest 2 seconds further away, survivors will still hear you manifesting and they will still see you. So this doesn't get much value very often, and a lot of maps are so big and open that, like I just said, they'll see you. And having no terror radius in that situation makes no difference whatsoever. It's a D. Clump of hair decreases the range at which you are visible when demanifesting by 6 meters. Simple, basic, and boring. Yet again, Sadako is loud, so this doesn't matter at all. It's a D. Ryuko's Wash increases the invisibility duration while demanifested by 50%. It looks like this. You can't attack while demanifested, so this one doesn't get much value either. It's meant to help you to get closer. And a little bit of the mind games going back and forth, the loops, but it really doesn't do much. It's a D. Seesaw Cloth, survivors within 8 meters of a powered TV are blind, and lingers for 7 seconds. Here we go, another debuff. And blind can counter so many perks and hide your position when you down someone. Unfortunately, it's exactly like the rickety pinwheel and will only reach its true potential when another add-on and on the right map. So I'm giving this one, like rickety pinwheel, I'm gonna give it a B. Initially I said C, but I'm gonna give it a B. I like it. I'm in a good mood. Wellstone. TVs turn back on 6 seconds faster than it normally would when a survivor takes a tape. As I said earlier, it takes a minute when a survivor takes a tape, so this brings it down to 54 seconds. Survivors have to take the tape first for it to matter. I think cabin sign is much better because you'll do much more projecting than they will of tape taking. It's the middle of the road, basic, boring, yellow add-on C. Yoishi's fishing net decreases the time it takes to gain condemned by 12 seconds while holding a tape. It takes 25 seconds per bar to gain a tape, so this brings it down to 22 seconds. Most of the time, survivors only take a tape to get rid of it right away, so they don't end up holding it long enough for it to make a difference. And if you're in a chase, condemned doesn't go up either, so this one's not good. It's a D. Cabin sign. This is one of my favorite add-ons, and it's a brown. TVs turn back on 12 seconds faster after projecting through. A minute 40 base, and this brings it down to a minute and 28 seconds. This can really help get the extra bar condemned. Those 12 seconds make a big difference how many extra TVs you can get over the course of the game. And since it's only a brown, I'm giving it a B. It's one of her better add-ons. Mother's Mirror increases the manifestation intermittent visibility duration by 2 seconds. When you manifest phase in and out for 4 seconds, this add-on adds 2 seconds to that, so for 6 seconds. She's fucking loud. She's fucking loud, so that doesn't matter again, so survivors know they get manifested anyway. Again, it can help with the double back mind games, but that's about it. Not much use at all. It's a C. Because it's a brown. If it wasn't brown, it'd be lower. Old newspaper increases the manifestation invisibility duration by 33%. Basically the same as Mother Mirrors, but instead of total phasing duration, it's the amount of time you are invisible during the phase. I'll give it an E. It can be lower, but it's brown. Videotape copy projecting doesn't inflict condemned. Gain 100% more blood points for Dolge of Fear score events, so in your devious. No condemned means no moris, so it literally takes away a third of your power for at most 8,000 more blood points. The 8,000 blood points is not worth the trade-off. I would never ever use this. It's not even part of the don't project build, so that's a fucking F. Overall, she has very underwhelming add-ons, but she can fucking kill people without hooking them, so I'd say she's pretty balanced overall. I'm very satisfied with her. I love Sadako. She's my favorite killer.
演じるだけで人が殺せるのか。あいつは化け物だ。
Sadako!
Bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the...
What a fine day for science.
Now for my favorite aspect of DBD, creating synergized builds. Perk-wise, there are 3 builds I really like to use with Sadako. The first build I call Overkill.
Overkill.
Save the best for last, a staple for Sadako, and in my opinion, the best perk on her. Barbecue or Scorch Hook, Flutter Rage for that detection. I prefer Barbecue here because it's on every hook. Hysteria, this is the Overkill. Now I know what you're thinking, wasted perk on Sadako because she's undetectable. Well, once again, she's really fucking loud, so the undetectable is only good when she's out of striking range. With Hysteria, you can play Manifested most of the game and get much closer to survivors and catch them out of position. You'll know right where they are with Barbecue. And then with Save the Best for Last, you hit the non-obsession, keep them injured. You see the obsession, you hit them, and all the non-obsessions are now oblivious. Lastly, Iron Grasp. This perk is amazing for those Swifts who keep saboing your hooks and taking those hits trying to get you to drop your carried survivor. It will also allow you to get to the Scorch Hook or further away for a better Barbecue. With Save the Best for Last, you can get those hits, more hits, while carrying them, and still get the hook. And if you hit someone that's healthy, you'll apply Oblivious to the injured, so you hook them, know right where the oblivious survivors are, and catch them off guard.
Overkill.